Hey there, this is Tekken 5 on PS2. I'm gonna play some story battle, and I'm almost done with, all the characters that I can play story battle with. So this top row is the characters you unlock. I just played Ganryu, and then Mokujin unlocked, so now I'm gonna play Mokujin. There may be two Mokujins, but we'll find out. I'm going to do the male Mokujin right now, so I'm going to press triangle. I think triangle picks, yeah.
Cut from a 2,000-year-old oak.
Well, I did not know that.
Mokujin sprang to life 2 years ago when Jin fought Ogre. With Jin's win, Mokujin ceased to move, but he had a smile on his wooden face. Now a powerful entity forces Mokujin to take action once again.
A powerful entity?
Will Mokujin ever be free?
Just to lay around? Why was there a little pad of paper on the wall that said Mokujin at the top? What the heck was going on there? So, Mokujin is, of course, he's a law. You can tell from his dance. Mokujin is the training robot, or not a bot exactly, but he's the training character in... I don't know what I mean by training exactly. But he basically picks a different character's fighting style each round. Oh, I did this wrong, actually. I was gonna... Yeah, that's... Sorry. See, I don't like playing Mokujin because of that random... He's a completely different character from round to round. You can't even see his move list. I'll show you that. So, I'm gonna just set it down to easy one round. Now, easy is not actually that much easier than medium, unfortunately.
The King of Iron Fist Tournament, Mokujin.
Alright.
Get ready for the next battle.
Oh, now I have to fight Kazuya. That's my punishment. And I probably won't be Oh, who is that?
Final round.
Dang, I don't remember.
Fight.
See, I don't know who I am right now. Who am I? Oh, this is Xiaoyu, isn't it? I think it's Xiaoyu. What is the green? Is that leaves? What is that?
You win.
See, now if it had been multiple rounds in that fight, in the next round I would have had totally different moves. And that could be a problem against the boss, because fighting the boss, I basically rely on finding a move that will just keep the boss off balance the entire time, because you can't really... He's got all these unblockable moves, and you can't really block against him. So you just have to find one move that just pulverizes him over and over. At least I do. And if it kept changing, if my entire moveset kept changing from round to round, that would be quite difficult. There's also characters like Christie here who I couldn't find a move to kill the boss with Christie, really. So it took a combination of moves and a lot of scrambling around in between. It was a huge pain. I guess those are supposed to be leaves, that green. Oh, that was cool. Wait a second, am I Christie? I am. It's a Christie mirror match with Mokujin. Oh my gosh. See, I couldn't... Oh, there's a launch. Anyway, nice. That's his sexy Christie pose. So, if you select Mokujin with what would it be? The X button. So with a... That's pretty weird. That's true.
Final round. Fight.
If you select Mokujin with a kick button, see, and you can't tell who it is that your moves are from because it won't even show you the moves. Arg. I feel like a big puncher right now, but I'm not sure which puncher that is. Is it Paul? Well, Mrs. Kangaroo didn't tell me anything because I knocked her the heck out.
Get ready for the next battle. Final round.
Ah, schoolgirl Xiaoyu. I've seen some people call her Ling. That's her, you know, her full name is Ling Xiaoyu, although I always get confused about which name is listed. Is it her family name that is Ling, or is it Xiaoyu that's her family name? I think Ling is probably the family name, right? Anyway.
You win.
I just call her Xiaoyu because I like saying Xiaoyu.
Get ready for the next battle.
Also, that's how it lists her name on the battle screen. Oh, this is Law in his
Round.
big baggy costume. I don't know why they made that uniform. I don't know why they made that costume so baggy in 5. In 4, it's not that baggy. Aw, shoot. Whoa, oh. Oh, I don't know who I am. I got some pretty good moves. By which I mean I can do my right uppercut.
Continue. Ready for the next battle.
Yeah, I don't like playing Mokujin.
Final round. Fight.
Oh, I recognize that. I recognize these kicks, but I don't remember who it is. Oh, jeez. Ah. Shoot. That was the wrong button. Ugh.
Get ready for the next
Oh, it's too good, and I have an identity crisis.
final round.
Okay,
Fight.
now. Ooh. I recognize this stance kind of, but I can't. Again, I'm terrible at figuring out who it is exactly. Oh, oh, is it Warang? No, wait, that's not right. Ow. Oh, I rolled too many times. What the heck? So he's got a run-up throw. Who the heck was that who has that run-up throw? That's just forward, forward, and then right button. I mean, Genryu does kind of, but that's not the same type of throw. It looks like Warang.
Get ready for the next battle.
Maybe that was Warang. I don't know. Or maybe it was,
Final
who's
round.
Warang's teacher?
Fight.
Ow. Oh, Peck? Maybe it was Peck. Why do I get a stick sometimes? That's so weird. Oh, it's because I'm Yoshimitsu, that's why. I wish I knew what the actual input for this move is. Sometimes I just get it to happen. Kind of down forward. Oh no. I thought I had that in hand, and then I just got crushed. Oh, Mrs. Panda.
Final round. Fight.
Ms. Panda, I suppose. Well, I'm not Yoshimitsu now. My stick is gone. Oh, gosh. Oh, who am I? I'm somebody I'm not very effective with. Oh, wait. Oh, this is the person who... Who was it who had the left hand rather than the right hand? Oh, wait, it could be Marduk, but it could also be Julie. It's probably Julie. Well, and I'm dead.
Ready for the next battle.
I figure it out and I'm dead.
Final round. Fight.
Ugh. Oh. Oh, this person has a run-up throw too, and oh my gosh. Dang it, Panda.
Get ready for the next battle.
It's giving me characters I'm confused by.
Round.
I mean, the characters whose moves I have. Ah, stop it. No, it's just interrupted every single move I tried. Oh no, who is this? Oh, this is Fang, I think. I forget what move of Fang's I used. Because he doesn't have the normal downright uppercut, he's just got a long poke. Jeez. Just give me a character with a right-hand uppercut. How about that? Oh, what's this stance? Oh man, who is this? I can't deal. I can't deal. It's giving me weird characters now. Arg.
Get ready for the next battle.
I hate Mokujin.
Final round.
Oh no, it's another weird stance, but that looks like a Devil Jin stance. Okay, got the uppercut. I can deal now. What's funny is I don't even have Devil Jin unlocked. He's gonna be the last character I get unlocked because... Oh gosh. Hey! Just giving me a right cross every time I think about touching the button. Oh, could have done it. There we go. You can beat the Devil Within mode to unlock Devil Jin, but I don't want to play that mode because it's not a fighting game mode, or it's not a fighting mode. So I'm gonna do it the other route. Speaking of Devil Jin, which is, see, there's that ape pose.
Final round.
I didn't really realize he has that ape pose in the actual match, though. But yeah, there it is. Oh, I kind of recognized one of the moves. Who is this? I don't know. I don't understand this spinning thing I'm doing. Gosh dang it, this sucks. This is terrible. And just the thought that I have to play another Mokujin because there's a female Mokujin.
Final round.
Oh, I hope she doesn't have her own story. Normally I wouldn't say that, but it's funny because another character who has a secondary character is Christie. You can buy a... Okay, now this is possibly Paul. That was a fortunate little crouch I did. Ah, shoot. Oh, I lost a good uppercut.
Get ready for the next battle.
And Christie was the absolute worst I've been at beating the boss. It probably took me an hour and a half at least of getting killed before I beat the boss. It was super horrible. Again, no right uppercut. Ow. Oh. It's been a while since I played this character. Who the heck is it? That doesn't matter. They're dead. I hate this so much.
Ready for the next battle.
You don't have time to figure out your moves before you're dead.
Fight.
Okay, I have an uppercut. That's all I want. Oh, this is like Genryu. Actually, no, it isn't. It's not. Genryu knock people farther back. Ow. Shoot. I knew it.
Continue.
Gosh.
For the next battle.
This is terrible.
Final round. Fight.
This is shuffling walk. That was sweet. That was not so sweet. Ow! Dang it, stop getting hit. goodness.
You win.
This is
Get
wretched.
ready for the next battle.
So, I sure hope female. So anyway, with Christie, you can buy a costume for her for 500,000 that makes one of her buttons select Eddy Gordo. Of course, he's got the same moves as she does, so... And Eddy Gordo does have his own story, so I'm going to have to play, effectively, another Christie. And just hope that it doesn't take me another hour and a half of flailing to beat this guy. I am going to set it on easy
Final round.
one round, but... Okay. Okay, I've got the uppercut. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. The stuns, the unblockable stuns. I'm dead. Let's get another set of moves. Basically just hoping people have an uppercut right now. Oh, that's Devil Jin again, isn't it? Maybe it isn't, because I thought the laser with him was both punch buttons. I screwed up. Oh, shoot. Okay, good. It's over. Yeah, it's going to be a lot worse when I try to do it with Eddy Gordo.
You win.
Unless I find a move that can do it, but I sure couldn't with Christie. And they have the same moves. That is a character I just played where the camera went weird. Is that Ryu? No, he's got a different uppercut though. I don't remember. Oh! The end. And then a forest grows from his little sprout on his head. Or from his nose. But Mokujin is back in 6, isn't he? I think he is. Well, so that was male Mokujin. Now I'm going to have to check female Mokujin and just hope that she doesn't have a different story, because if she doesn't, I'll have to play through that and cry when I can't figure out my moves and get killed over and over. Then it'll be Heihachi who should have unlocked with this playthrough. Then I'll do Eddy Gordo. And that'll be it for now. Devil Jin will unlock when I have won 200 fights recorded on in my save. I've played far more than that, of course, because I've beaten the game with all the other characters, all the regular starting characters, as well as all the characters I've unlocked so far. But I wasn't saving for a lot of that because I was hoping I could find a way to if I beat the game with certain characters, that would unlock certain other characters, and it would skip over certain characters I didn't want to unlock. For instance, in the regular unlock sequence, Roger Jr. is the first character who unlocks, and I didn't want to unlock him. I also did not want to unlock Kuma/Panda, who is another 2 character in 1 separate stories. And I didn't want to unlock Mokujin. I was basically trying to avoid the, quote-unquote silly characters. And you can actually do that in Tekken 4, because certain characters who you play through story battle with in 4 will unlock certain other characters immediately. A kind of shortcut to unlocking them. For instance, who was it? If you play through Tekken 4 story battle with Steve, it immediately unlocks Nina. Then if you play through with Nina, it immediately unlocks Lei. But Tekken 5 does not work that way. You can only unlock these 9 characters in the top row they just unlock in a set order. You can't change the order. So if I wanted, for instance, Heihachi, I had to unlock Mokujin. I didn't really want Heihachi, but whatever. He's better than he was in 4, where one of his costumes a giant adult diaper, basically. And I was thinking I didn't want to unlock these silly characters because I wanted to play the game in random 8-on-8 team battle. But then I actually tried sitting down and doing that, and I was like, I don't know. So I think I'm actually going to play the game in arcade battle, which would go on in later Tekkens to be called Ghost Battle, where you can pick your characters, so having characters you don't necessarily want to play isn't a problem because you're not having them selected randomly and put on your 8-on-8 member team or whatever. Alright. Thank you. Okay, so that will have gotten us Heihachi, but we have to see about female Mokujin. Okay, so there's Heihachi. So I wonder if it's going to keep... Oh, so here's the random square. What is that picture? That's weird. So I guess this is where Devil Jin is going to be. That's interesting. But for now, we're going to do Mokujin selected with the square button, which is a punch button. Okay, I think it's not giving me... No, it's not giving me a different character.
Get ready for the next
Or a different story. In fact, it didn't even give me a different character. Maybe you can't even... No, so I am female. And I have a female move list as well. I think that was Anna Williams. Oh no, who is that? Is it Law? It can't be Law. He doesn't... I don't know who it is. Anyway... What the heck? It's not Asuka, is it? No, I don't know who it is. Anyway, it looks like there is no other story. Because it was the same story intro, and it's showing the same male Mokujin in the intro screens. Well, let's just go through to the first story conversation. I think that wasn't too far along. Just to be sure.
You win.
Whoa.
Get ready for the next battle. Final round. Fight.
Well, here's that same shuffle I was doing earlier. Oh, wow. Nice try.
You win.
Like how she's got a full-on dandelion sprouting out of her
Get ready for
trunk.
the next battle.
Okay, here's the story. Yeah, it's the same.
Final round. Fight.
Alright, so no female Mokujin story. That's good. I don't have to beat Jinpachi with her. So, now it's Heihachi's time.
The King of Iron Fist Tournament 5.
And we'll try triangle button.
Heihachi Mishima.
That's my name.
Mishima Zaibatsu,
That's correct.
sponsor of the King of Iron Fist Tournament 4. A
Right.
squadron of Jacks cornered Heihachi after his loss to Jin Kazama in Honmaru.
A squadron of jacks.
At first, Heihachi and Kazuya fought the Jacks together, but Kazuya fled.
Kazuya? That's not even how you pronounce the name, according to the internet.
The fight would have killed an ordinary human, but Heihachi, no ordinary man, held off the Jacks and survived the ambush.
Okie dokie.
1 month later,
Oh, his chest,
control of the Mishima Zaibatsu.
some serious anatomy going on there.
Iron Fist Tournament 5. Heihachi prepares to fight again. I don't know who's behind this, but the Mishima Zaibatsu is mine.
I love it when the announcer guy here plays a character's voice and just does it in this really hammy fashion like that. Oh, I don't like that electric effect. Stop that, me.
Final round.
Well, at least I'm a definite person now, and I'm not going to be switching moves every round. Oh, I should switch it. Okay, I gotta go back to legit settings. Gosh dang it. Okay, okay. Default is 2 rounds to win. I kind of like 3, so whatever.
The King of Iron Fist Tournament 5.
So that black gi is the battle costume that I picked with the punch button. I want to see what his other costume is. Yeah.
Get ready for the next battle.
So I picked him with X.
Round 1.
Well, sure, I really like this costume better, but whatever. It's alright. It's better than the giant adult diaper he had in 4, that's for sure. Although I suspect that was his battle costume, not his casual costume. This would be his casual costume. Maybe a better word for it, well, casual or ceremonial costume, maybe we should say.
Round 2. Fight.
This is more of a ceremonial costume. Oh my gosh, is that forward, right? Yeah. Oh no, I hate it when that happens. You squirt underneath them. That sounds gross. And then you have your back to them, and I'm side switched, and I hate that. Maybe I don't want to do that move. That's back right punch. That's down forward left punch. That's pretty solid.
You win. Get ready for the next
At least against the round 1 AI. Or fight 1 AI.
Round 1.
Go easy on me, then she gives us the doe eyes. Electric Noogie. That's his left hand throw. Whoops. Oh no, I side switched myself. I gotta switch back. Stop it. See, there she did a launch. I need to be able to do that myself, but I don't know what move that is. Is this gonna tell me? I need to see the throws. I hate reading this move notation. He's only got 67 moves. That's quite low for Tekken 5. Heihachi's old school. What? He's got a 3-button auger. So what's it called? Neck breaker? That's boring. So it's this 3-button move. I don't think that was it. No, it wasn't. I hit the wrong button. So he tensed up and then he just did a kick. I wonder if that's his unblockable.
You win. Round 2. Fight.
Oh, he didn't do his kick. Oh, maybe that just charges up his next attack? Maybe it does. That did a lot of damage. I don't know. Who cares? I wish he had a regular uppercut. Oh, what was that? Oh, what was that uppercut I did there? It was some kind of two-punch move. Shoot. This is not going to go well against the boss. He's got a left, left, right. That might work.
You win. Get ready for the next battle. Let's go. Round 1. Fight.
Whoa. That was more like right, left, right. He's got some ridiculous left-right combos. Yeah.
Round 2. Fight.
It's just neutral punches. Kind of bizarre how his downright punch, right punch, is a uppercut, but it doesn't actually launch them unless they're going down.
Round 3. Fight.
Oops. Forward, left kick.
Get ready for
Maybe.
the next battle.
Wonder if this will have a story interaction. Yeah.
Round 1. Fight.
So it's just a little vindictive. Oh. Forward, it's just forward left kick. Oh, that's forward, a big axe kick, but it's slow.
You win. Round 2.
Wow. Up forward right kick. Oh. Up forward left kick. Oh, that's a good juggle. Oh, that launched him. So it's launching him if he's getting up. Down forward right punch.
You win. Round 3.
Huh.
Fight.
Let's see if I just hit him with down forward right punch from neutral. It doesn't launch him. Ow. Man, Heihachi's kicks are pretty good. Ow. Dang it. Oh, jeez.
Round 4.
Destruction.
Fight.
Whoa. Down forward left. Side switched myself, unfortunately. I don't know what that was. Well, that's good.
Get ready for the next battle.
There, just headbutt Julia 5 times.
Round 1. Fight.
Oh, shoot. Jeez. That was fortunate. Not so good from the right-hand side. I can never block Julia's stuff. Oh, I blocked that, but that was easy to see coming. See, she's got these vicious mix-ups, and oh, why did I try to stop that in mid? Oh, I had her, and then I just didn't follow through on that. What the? Oh, that was poor. So I can launch her with my uppercut. Ah, I can't juggle it though. Okay. Dang it. Oh. Shoot. Okay, whatever, as long as I get my side switch back. Yeet. Shoot. At least I'm still alive. I'm dead. That was a bad decision. That was forward bolt punches. There's a headbutt. Oh, that's forward bolt punches. Oh, shoot, I did it to myself. Oh, good. Jeez.
You win.
Up yours. Man, I don't fight Yoshimitsu very much, it feels like. This could be weird. Okay, I didn't side switch under him, that's good. Ooh, left punch is an easy juggle.
You win. Round 2. Fight.
Yeah. Whoa, that was a different combo. What you doing, son?
You win. Round 3. Fight.
There's somebody with a pipe or a flute in the audience? Yeah, there's a flute. What the heck? Don't turn your back on me. Uh-oh. Oh, you jerk. So that doesn't actually side switch the characters, it just side switches the camera. Biff. And one in the groin. What is that? I'm gonna punch 6 inches above the surface of the ground. Oh, jeez.
Round 1. Fight.
Okay, Mrs. Kangaroo. Oh, no! That was weird. The kangaroo noises are what really makes this character. I don't know if that's the noise kangaroos actually make. They must have sampled an actual kangaroo, right?
Round 2.
All about realism. Oh, that didn't work. Whoa. quick headbutt. Oops. Oh, shoot. Oh, no. Stop jumping around. Oh, there's a lot of recovery on that one. A lot less recovery on his right kick than his jumping left kick. Shoot, I'm confusing myself with all these different moves. Dang it. Oof.
You win.
Whoa.
Get ready for the next battle.
Kazuya. Well, I guess we got a little story bit here.
この俺様がロボット爆弾なんて小賢しい手を使うわけがなかろう。
Who are you calling stupid?
では貴様も飼い犬に手を噛まれたというわけか。うるせえ。野良犬ごときのために大会に参加したのではない。貴様、この大会の本当の主催者が誰か知っているのか？知らん。誰だという。
Did we miss a line there?
まだ気づかない。
Oh, maybe not.
今日まで俺を騙しておきながら。
Those neck muscles or shoulder muscles on Kazuya.
何が蘇ったのか、お前ならわかるだろうな。本丸の地下。なるほど。
Round 1.
Heihachi's just a little slow. It's okay. Oh, ow, son. Take it easy on your dad. Oh, gosh. I love how intense the music is on this stage. Oh, the mix-up. I can't handle it. I love that kick. Boom. How do they direct this vocal? Like, do you just give the vocalist a sheet that just says, oh, ow, ow, and they just have to go with it? Or do they just riff off the music? That sounds like it would be more of what they would do. Oh, that was a sweet punch. Uh-oh. I suppose. Just keep doing what you're doing. He's got the double chest scar. How stylish. I don't know, he's bigger than you are. Look at that. Look at that stomach. For my next trick. Oh, we get to see a special transformation this time. Gross.
Get ready for the next
Those teeth had teeth. Just about. Not as many teeth there. Oh no! Ugh. Okay, I gotta figure out this juggle. Shit. Shoot. Oh, that was cool. Ah. Oh, I think he's got an automatic stop on forward. Yeah, on forward right punch. he automatically counters it every time. There are some moves that Jinpachi is programmed just to counter with that stun slap immediately. He can even do it from like 20 feet away. It doesn't really matter. As long as he, when you reach a certain point in certain moves, he will just stop them dead. Well, but I did it there, but see if you can catch him when he's doing something else. He can't counter slap you, but it's, oh no, I screwed up. I got lucky. This is going to be rough if I keep scooting under him. That was close. Ah. Oh no. Yeah, this is not the best setup. I wish I had a clean uppercut, not this one where I keep scooting underneath it. Ew. He just evades normal attacks. Speaking of. What? I can't. I'm so bad at dodging. Shoot. Oh, come on. Oh. Shoot. Yeah, just keep me stunned. That's good. Ah, jeez. He doesn't usually... I was close enough that I could have dashed forward and popped him if I had thought of it.
Round one.
Ugh.
Round two. Fight.
Dang it. It's going to be a long round if I can't juggle it. Oh, boy. Oh, wow. I didn't think I was going to dodge both of those. Oh. Parry. Oh, I'm dead. Oh. I'm dead now. God. What a pain in the buns that round was, and I still didn't make it. Blowing too many juggles. Ugh. Yeah, it's going to be a long night if I keep failing. I couldn't even left punch it. Oh, come on. Okay, I'll try left.
Round four. Fight.
Oh. I got too aggressive. Ooh. Getting all hot and bothered there. Alright, well, took a little practice, but I eventually got the juggle slightly. Hey, take it easy on him. He's gonna crumble into sand in a second. What are you talking about? Wait, which ones are the Mishimas? Because Kazuya's a Mishima and Jin's a I don't know. Really launching him into space? Oh, that's a twist I didn't see coming. So why didn't he crumble? Oh wow, why didn't he crumble into sand? Oh, what? Is he dreaming? Okay. You telling me they can't break a chain between them? Wow. That super tacky jacket. Well, that was a twist I didn't see coming. Good job, Heihachi. Alright, cool. So that's all of the regular unlockable characters. That would not have unlocked another character because I've unlocked all 9 of the regular unlockable characters now. Heihachi was the last, the 9th. So I've just got Devil Jin, but he's not going to unlock for a while. So now I'm going to have to do Eddy Gordo. I forget which button you push to get Eddy Gordo. Oh well. Gonna set it back to quick and dirty settings because I had a horrible time beating the boss with Christie. And Eddy has the same darn moves.
The King of Iron Fist Tournament 5.
So this is where Devil Jin will appear. Okay, so I forget which button I have to push. I'm gonna try triangle. Yep, that was right.
Eddy Gordo, a legendary capoeira prodigy. Eddy's master was set to be free after a long prison sentence. However, his master had become a frail old man. This was not the master he once knew.
Wow, well, give him a little time. I mean, he's been in jail. Although, can't you work out in jail? I don't know.
Eddy had his master hospitalized.
Oh, or just do
He
that.
was told that his master was terminally
What?
ill.
Oh, I totally forgot about this from Christie's story.
With technology from the Mishima Zaibatsu.
What kind of wristwatch is that he has? It's like sewn into his sleeve. Now it's gone. What?
Eddy enters the King of Iron Fist Tournament 5 to find a cure for his master.
Because that's how science gets done.
Get ready for the next battle.
You know, this whole COVID thing, we should have just had a Tekken tournament. Probably could have had this whole thing taken care of a year ago.
Final round. Fight.
So you're basically Christie. Slippery kick to side flop. Well, that's a good name. What does the bracket thing mean? Does that mean like fast timing or something? I have no idea. I'm not going to try it because I don't care. I just need to find some juggle. Oh, you know. Oh, wait. Wait a second. So he's got it down forward right. Oh, wait. Maybe it doesn't launch all the time. Well, that would be a problem. I forgot to pull up my notes and have my notes ready on how I beat Jinpachi with Christie finally. There's some kind of thing where I figured out a move that could sort of shove him off me, and then I would back away. And then when he would rush in, I would do a running kick or something, a running jump kick. Maybe up, forward, right. No, it wasn't that one. That's pretty cool, though. Oh, that's not even a running one. Up, forward, left kick. Interesting. It's probably too slow to use on Jinpachi, though. He would probably just knock you out of the sky.
Final round. Fight.
Shit.
You win. Get ready for the next battle.
is kind of interesting how he and Christie share the same moves, but they,
Eddie,
you know, they
leave
have
this to
different
me.
No.
skeletal
let me handle
proportions and
this. I need
stuff.
you to stay out of this.
Eddie, why won't you understand?
Final
Maybe
round.
they don't. Maybe she's just...
Fight.
No, they must. Yeah, I think with Christie I did up, forward, right kick. Oh, maybe I was doing that one. Forward, forward. I mean, up, forward, left kick. Maybe I was doing forward, forward, left kick. So... I don't know.
Wait for me, Christie. I will come back.
Kind of like his voice acting. He's got bizarrely wide shoulders, though.
Get ready for the next battle.
Looks like somebody kind of grabbed his shoulders and just pulled apart a couple extra inches.
Final round. Fight.
Look at the damage that does. When he... That does a lot of damage.
You win. Get
Hmm.
ready for the next
I
battle.
still don't think it's going to work on Shinpachi.
Final round.
What does that mean? That's
Fight.
kind of like he's putting on a championship belt or something. So I just realized yesterday, look, there's a little baby penguin faded in back there. I just realized this stage has baby penguins. I think maybe the new version of it in Dark Resurrection does not have baby penguins, the one that's set at nighttime. And I kind of wonder if even the quote-unquote old version of the stage that's in Dark Resurrection, which is the daytime version, I wonder if that one had baby penguins in it, or if they just had regular adult penguins in Dark Resurrection. Because I sure don't remember seeing the baby penguins.
Face.
何のことだ俺は知らんぞ
Figures.
Why does he have his...
For the
He's
murder
crossed
I
his
did.
arms, but he's holding his elbows up. He's not resting his arms on his chest.
あのブラジル人資産家の息子か
Those rich Brazilians.
I'm gonna kill you for what you've done.
Final round.
I was talking, I don't know, what's he done? Oh well, who cares? Dang it, don't block my one really damaging move. Oh shoot. Yeah, see, Jinpachi's gonna do that to me. This is working kind of well, though. Little helicopter kick. Huh. Huh.
I did it, Father. I avenged you.
I mean, you just knocked him out.
All right. Now I just need to get the money for the master's medical bills.
Unless he killed Kazuya.
Ready for the next battle.
Maybe that's it. Maybe that's it for Kazuya. Maybe he just killed him.
Final round. Fight.
Now he's just got the demonic version of Kazuya's son to beat. And Kazuya's grandfather. Oops. Got a little too frisky. Oh no. Ow. Oh, that was sweet. This just barely spins out of range, and then bam, right in the face. Good job, Eddie.
You win.
You can't customize Eddie, unfortunately, since he's already a customization of Christie, I guess, is the excuse there. So he's stuck in this rather garish costume. Oh, this is just a generic ending, or generic meeting. Sure. That's what you tell all the people you don't personally know. Alright, well, I'm not going to look up my Christie notes. We're just going to see what we can come up with. Oh, see, yeah, he stops that one instantly. Yeah, he just palm stuns it. Or whatever. I'm dead. Yeah, I didn't think that was gonna work.
Get ready for the next battle. Final round. Fight.
Yeah. He doesn't catch him on the follow through either. Well, he's blocking the follow through every time. Oh no, don't do that. Oh, I did it. Well, there you go. So I was doing up, forward, left kick, and then you can hit left kick again to do his follow-up, or you can do other stuff. And I got lucky and it beat him. That was on easy, of course. Because I was not going to go through another hour and a half or however long it took me to beat him with Christie. Of course, with Christie, I had it on medium, and I had to win 3 rounds. And that took a long time. Oh, this is the same cinematic ending as Christie's so far. Come on, don't do me like this. You gotta give me something different. Still the same. Now in Christie's, he's just kind of standing back at the end. And yeah. Oh man, that is weak. Eddy got rooked. Ah. What a rip. So he just has Christie's ending. I don't appreciate that. Gosh darn it. Well, I'm glad I did it on cheap settings. Take that, Namco. You didn't get me. I got you. Okay, so that's everybody except for Devil Jin, who will unlock eventually. Well, let's got some extra time, I guess, because that was over with pretty quickly. Let's do some arcade battle.
The King of Iron Fist tournament.
Who should we play with? Kind of feel like doing some Heihachi. Let's do his gi. Actually, I should have. Oh, I wonder if character data reset. I guess that gets rid of everybody's customizations. That would suck to do accidentally. So 200,000 for a headband. Oh, that hard hat's pretty sweet. That top knot's excellent. Is it pink? Oh man, I love eye patches. Except in this game, the eyes on the characters aren't bad, so you don't actually need them. In for instance, Virtua Fighter 5, a lot of the characters' eyes are a little bit off, so if you can cover one of them up, that fixes that problem. I have that same problem when I draw people. Sometimes the eyes are a little wonky. No. Oh? Huh. Sandals? Where? Where are the sandals? Oh, they're on his hip. There's only 3 options per each one. Okay, this is probably what I'm just going to do for now. Yellow's kind of nice. I don't usually say that about yellow. Dark yellow. I wish I could see the whole thing without this thing being in the way. Kind of like yellow. It's kind of a gold, actually. This is covering up the belt rather neatly. Well, let's try. Ah. Wait a second, which... So the yellows are different? Or did I accidentally get... No, the yellows are a little different. That's interesting. Let me just go with black. Could go with yellow. Green might almost work. Purple kind of works. Red's okay. Black's kind of boring. I don't want the hard hat. The yellow would match my outfit, but that's kind of expensive. For now, we'll just leave. Okay.
The King of Iron Fist Tournament 5, Heihachi Mishima. Get ready for the next battle.
It's a really good portrait of Julie. I think I'm regretting the purple belt right now.
Round 1. Fight.
Ew. Ew. I did it.
You win. Round 2. Fight.
Blandford? Check your mixed case at the door, Blandford. Oh, whoa. Yeah!
You win. Round 3.
Of course, I'm getting super excited about beating a 9th Q AI, but whatever, man. That was a sweet juggle. I nailed it. Oh no, see, I didn't nail that one. Oh wow, that really popped me back. Give me them G's. I didn't realize he's got a tiger on his back. That's pretty sweet.
You win. Get ready for the next battle.
You know, I forgot about you do have the ability to pick your opponent, so that means that you don't necessarily have to fight a character type you don't want to fight, like a Mokujin or something. You could pick one of the other options. Now, it could be that the Mokujin is the only one you think you could beat based on the rank, but dang it, this green Marduk. Why do they always block that? Hey, third time's the charm.
You win. Round 2. Fight.
Oh, he was doing something big and slow. Can't stop my left punch. I'm kind of thinking maybe I should go with a yellow belt and just be all golden and furry. That sounded weird, but whatever. It looks good, man. What can I say? Oh, shoot. Oh, the recovery on that is so bad. Oh, jeez. I have a really hard time playing Marduk in this game. Ooh. Alright, I'm gonna go try the yellow belt. Up yours, Marduk. You're a jerk. I mean, according to your official story. That could work. I kind of want to see if he has customization options on his other costume. And does he have hidden costumes? Right there. Let's see, it'd be X or circle. Oh, he's got different stuff. It's top notch. The top notch's pretty sweet. Monocle, oh my gosh. That's pretty cheap too. Whoa. The eye patch is sweet. Man, an eye patch and a top knot would be awesome. That's 800,000 though. I love how big those beads are. I hate that. I hate that. There's so many like Street Fighter costumes that have this. Ugh. Just gets in the way visually. These are cheap. Except for that. Also, you can't change his wristbands on the other costume. Oh, these are nice colors. Look at that black. Look at that red. Cool customization options here. Not many. Dark Resurrection has a lot more. Undershirt. What? Oh, it's the little cloth around his belt. You can't even see behind this stupid texting. Why didn't they put this over on the lower left or something, or up at the top of the screen? So silly. Huh, well, this costume has even better customization options. Man. Yeah. So Dark Resurrection does have a lot more customization items for the characters.
The King of Iron Fist Tournament, Heihachi
But,
get ready for the next battle.
it's got some downsides. The graphics are actually better in 5 here. I like the close-up.
Time to die.
The graphics are better, the stages are better, the music is better. There's also a pretty bad bug in the ghost battle, as it's called in Dark Resurrection, where so you can change the difficulty on the fly and it will take effect on the next stage, it says. I actually had one case where it didn't seem like it was, but it basically changes the level of the opponents you're facing that you picked from for the next stage. In Dark Resurrection, you can try that as well, but it actually does not change. It doesn't change the next opponents. You have to. It doesn't change anything until you quit the mode and come back in, which is not the most convenient thing. I mean, in a way, it doesn't matter. You can quit at any time, but still, it's sort of obnoxious. Dang. I got whooped. Maybe I should actually try to pay some attention. I don't know. That's crazy talk. Oh no, I side switched myself. And now I'm desperately flailing. Oh shoot. Oh. Okay, good. Switch that camera. Oh shoot. Oh, I didn't even know I had that move.
Round 4.
I was trying to do a jump kick. How did I do that big? Ooh. Oh.
You win.
Beginner Law or Beginner Wang. I love Law's portrait. There's a custom color on the baggy
Fight.
outfit. So he's got like a bull or something on the back of his. I've got a tiger. Tiger versus bull. Or is his a dragon? Iron Bod.
You win. Round 2. Fight.
Maybe it is a dragon. That would make a little more sense. Not that dragons make sense, I suppose. Oops. See, you should have a non-fantasy animal law. I got tiger strength. Where's your dragon strength? It's just made up.
You win. Round 3. Fight.
I love the lighting in this stage. And when the characters' attacks do their own flash, it looks extra cool. They totally ruined this stage in Dark Resurrection. They made it daytime and anyway, it's gross. Oh, why am I fighting Kuma?
Ready for the next battle.
See, this is one of the characters I was saying I could avoid. Well, what do you know? I actually have trouble fighting Kuma too. He's so big. I launched him finally. Or she's so big, I forget. This isn't Kuma, it's Panda. Panda's a female. Oh, that was her unblockable. Side switch me with your unblockable, will you? Man, look at that. I did like a quadruple rotation. I should get extra points for that. I love my yellow tiger.
You win.
I love this music.
Fight.
Smoke and headbutt. Oh! I don't think I can find my unblockable. Oh, that was back 2 punches. That's kind of cool. It's not an unblockable, but it's cool. Oh, what did I do? I did back 2 kicks and it faded me way back, but I couldn't replicate it.
You round 3. Fight.
Hey. Oh, shoot. Ooh. Ow. Dang it.
Round 4.
There's way too many trades in that match. Dark. Oh, well, this match I'm just gonna get plain whooped. In this round. Jeez. I couldn't get to her with punches at all. She was just owning me with big paws. Sweet. Oh no. Sheesh. Well, yay, now I'm 9th Q. Look at me, ma.
You win.
Bruce, bring it on. I love this mode. This mode's so
Ready for
good.
the next battle.
I mean, basically they ripped off Kumite mode from Virtua Fighter 4, but I don't care.
Round 1.
In fact,
Fight.
they did it better than Kumite in Virtua Fighter 4 because at least, well, I shouldn't say that yet. 4, I get super nervous playing Virtua Fighter 4 because you get demoted. It's super hard to rank up. The rules get really obscure in later ranks. And it becomes way easier to get demoted. And that's just like, I don't know, I wish they didn't make it so you get demoted, especially not easily. And you shouldn't really worry about your rank, but I do for some stupid reason in VF4 and in 5. It's really just a personal problem I should get over. Don't worry about labels people give you. All I really want is a mode where you can keep fighting against characters of appropriate level. And it's nice when they have, you know, customizations so they don't all look the same after a while. Like this, Bruce has custom colored shorts and socks, I think. Bruce is so awesome. Oh, shoot. I was not thinking. Bruce is too good. Actually, I did kind of notice a weakness in Bruce's game when I played through with him. He's the 4th unlockable character, I think. He's got a lot of big attacks, but what was the deal? He doesn't have what was it? It's like he's just all big attacks, and so there was something. If they blocked his big attacks, then he was in trouble, basically. I forget what my exact insight was, but here's a custom-colored Nina. So these low-rank characters I'm fighting now don't have a... It's kind of like they're poorer than I am, even, so all they can afford is a color swap. And probably the most money I've spent so far... Well, maybe not, but some of the most money I've spent so far was buying a honey jar for Kuma. It was worth it.
You win. Round 2. Fight.
This is some wild music, man. Listen to that vocal whisper at you. I wonder what it's saying. It's like, so why? The names they came up with, I don't think they kept these names for Ghost Battle in Dark Resurrection. Whereas I have recognized some of the same names between Dark Resurrection and 6's Ghost Battle. That was kind of fortunate.
You win. Round 3. Fight.
This is a great costume on Nina in 5. It looks really good. Maybe the boob window is a little large, but, you know, whatever. I guess I'll live. Yeah.
You win. Get ready for the next
Now,
battle.
I learned from the internet that this character's name is actually pronounced... Well, actually, the story narrator pronounces it more or less correctly, too. You don't say Bayek like I had been saying. It's something more like Beck, but it's almost a P sound. So the closest we really get in English is thinking of it as spelled P-E-C-K. P-E-C-K, not B-A-E-K. Sound-wise, it's closer to R-P-E-C-K, but it's like a short, unaspirated P where you don't breathe through, you don't puff. So it's just like Beck, Peck, Peck. I don't know, it's weird. Oh no. And Peck has some terrible costumes in 5, unfortunately. And they made it worse by coloring it yellow on Du Sanmon here. Oh, I was kind of thinking he was dead already. It just felt so smooth. Yeah! Oops. Oh, cool. You get a camera move when it's a KO. Kabam! Oh, my head. That was interesting. You don't see that very much. Usually when they do a second recoil, when they're down, it's the generic Hong Kong stuntman. Ow, my back hurts. But he was definitely holding his head there. Take it easy. Don't you come at me like that. What are you thinking? That's just a suicide run.
You win. Get ready for the
I wonder if this is the same green Marduk. Green casual outfit Marduk. Nope.
round one. Fight.
Look at those huge hairy legs. It's funny because they so this model for Marduk's introduced in 4, and then I think everybody gets a new character model in 5. But then they keep this character model in Dark Resurrection and 6. Then in Tekken Tag Tournament 2, which is the Tekken that came out after 6, everybody got a new character model. And Marduk, his dimensions, his proportions changed. He became much more normal proportioned guy. He's just kind of a slightly scaled up guy. He doesn't any longer, and they use the same models from Tag Tournament 2 in 7. So Marduk now in Tekken 7 is this much more normal proportioned guy. He doesn't have this skinny or waist and huge wide shoulders and chest. And he doesn't hunch over as much when he's standing. It's just a much less cool looking dude now. It's too bad. Oh wow, that was a cool move. Sneaky little ground punch before he got up. I think I'm gonna play Marduk in a 4th Q Marduk. Oh, this might be rough. I think I'm gonna play Marduk in Tekken 6's Ghost Battle. Because well, oh no, that was close. In 4, Marduk was introduced in 4, but he is super hard for me to play in 4. He's like this tricky grapple ground pound character in 4. Even though he looks like a big bruiser, he really isn't. In 5, he's more of a big bruiser, so I can play him better in 5 than in 4, but he's still kind of tough to use. Like his right sucks, his right arm. Whereas in Dark Resurrection and 6, he's much more intuitive for me to play, which probably just means he's dumbed down and made much more button mashy. But you know, what can I say? Kind of Santa Marduk. So I think I'm gonna stick to playing Marduk in 6. I'm not playing Dark Resurrection anymore, just because it kind of feels like a weaker version of 5. It does have more customization items, but 6 has more than 5, than Dark Resurrection. So if number of items is your thing, then you should just play 6. Because it's pretty much the same battle system. That was close. I got 1400 for taking out a 4th Q. Look at me. There's sometimes a, what do you call it, like a one-arm bandit triple wheel spinning thing after a match, and it'll give you like a multiplier on your winning for that match. But I don't know what triggers that, or if it's just how often it would be, if it's just a purely random thing. Oh, it's two guys in yellow fighting each other. This is kind of cool. 2 guys in yellow on it. That was an interesting move on a green stage, and my yellow guy is losing. Uh-oh. Dang it. Judo Saga. What does that mean? Oh, he got me good. Oh, but I got him better, so yeah.
You win. Round 2.
Burp. Heihachi's fun to play. I'm glad I unlocked him after all. I didn't unlock him in 4 because I wanted to play random team battles and I didn't want training robots and kangaroos popping up. And while I could shortcut unlock some of the characters in 4, I couldn't find a shortcut to unlock Heihachi. But it also means I won't have to play diaper-wearing Heihachi in random team battles, which would have happened otherwise. So I'm okay with sticking with Heihachi play in 5 and 6. That's fine. Maybe I'll stop there. That seems like a good resting point. So that's all the unlocking I can do for now in 5, unless maybe I just went over the 200 win mark. No. So I guess Devil Jin's going to show up there. It's got this completely confusing random selection box here. I don't suppose Devil Jin is going to come up randomly, is he? I don't see Devil Jin in there. I'm going to make myself dizzy doing that. No. So, yeah. And I don't think it tells you anywhere how many fights you... Oh, maybe it does. Display time attack mode record. No. Oh. No, it's just percentages. I'm still maxed with Roger Jr.? How did that happen? What the heck? Is it just because I had to continue a lot as Roger Jr.? Well, so the 2 characters I least want to play. What the heck happened? When did I play Mokujin? I just unlocked him. I'm really confused by this. It didn't... I mean, I had it on easy... Wait, so it's character usage. Does that just mean how many times you selected them? But I didn't even have them available to select. What is happening? How is this possible? I mean, I did pick him in training last night. I guess on my memory card I actually don't have that many character selections because I didn't keep my playthroughs with the whole cast. I guess that's the explanation then. Anyway, so no, it doesn't tell me how many fights I've won. So I have no idea how close I am to unlocking Devil Jin. I mean, I know on this memory card I've done at least these, well, let's see, 9 locked characters plus Panda, who's the alternate Kuma. So that's 10, plus Eddy Gordo, that's 11. Was there one other double character? I just did a couple fights with female Mokujin because she didn't have her own story. Well, anyway, so that's at least 11 character playthroughs. Well, plus one other to unlock the first. So what is that? 12 playthroughs of 9 fights each. What's 12 times 9? That's over 100. So I'm at least over 100. Plus, I've probably done another 15 fights in. And I wonder if it counts. No, it has to be fights you won according to GameFAQs. So I'm probably at something like 125, 130 fights recorded on the memory card, or wins recorded on the memory card. I did do some team battles though, and it should have kept those. At least maybe I didn't save those though. At least not most of them. Oh, so let's say maybe another. Well, so maybe I'm up to something like 135 match wins. But according to GameFAQs, you have to get 200 wins, and then Devil Jin unlocks if you haven't already unlocked him by beating the Devil Within mode, which I'm not going to do. And so then I'll have to play story battle playthrough with Devil Jin and fight Jinpachi one last time, and then I'll be free. I was just trying to remember, Jinpachi is a playable, unlockable character in, I think you have to win about 30 matches or so in Dark Resurrection on PS3 to unlock Jinpachi as a playable character in that game. I didn't actually play him that much. I don't think he's playable in 6, which is too bad. So I don't currently have a way to play Jinpachi. Not that I mean, most of his moves that he uses in this game are those obnoxious, unblockable stun moves. And those would have to be nerfed significantly for a balanced playable version, if that's what it is. Well, anyway, I don't even have Dark Resurrection installed now, so, and I don't feel like reinstalling it right now, so it'll just be a mystery. But yeah, so the question is, what am I going to play tomorrow? I should play something other than Tekken 5, I know, because I've basically been playing Tekken 5 almost all week. I did a couple Virtua Fighter 5 episodes to break it up and keep in Virtua Fighter training. It's a Sunday, so I can do a longer session. I should probably do another Virtua Fighter session. That is definitely an option. It would be with Wolf Hawkfield. But to tell you the truth, right now, if it was tomorrow night right now, which it isn't, I would be most tempted to play Ghost Battle in Tekken 6, because I'm curious to see how Wang and Xiaoyu play in 6, because I had trouble with them in 5, but they're both characters whose moves I think I could like if they were a little smoothed out. Like I could only really find one move that I could do anything with Wang in 5 here, and with Xiaoyu I was just tripping all over the place because her movement felt so restricted. So yeah, I'm really curious to see how they play in 6 and if I feel better with them in 6. That's kind of the most immediate thing I want to do. So maybe I'll do that. Ghost Battle with them, with Xiaoyu and Wang in 6 tomorrow. But maybe some other urge will strike me between now and then and I'll do that instead. But it's kind of these quest type modes that are the ones that I really want to sit down and play for long sessions. And which is what I can potentially do on weekends. Or I could record 2 shorter sessions, I suppose. But I kind of like chilling out with a long session, you know? And there's so many characters, especially in 6, and you can play Ghost Battle or Arcade Battle, as it's called in 5, for so long. I could just play these modes and games forever. Anyway, just some thoughts of what I might play next. Thanks for watching this. So let's see, I played through today. I played through with Mokujin, and then I was relieved to find I did not have to play through with female Mokujin because she didn't have her own story, which is too bad, really, I guess. I played through with Mokujin on quick and dirty, easy settings because I hate how he switches movesets every round, and I still had big problems. Then Heihachi unlocked, so I played through with Heihachi. Then actually, I feel like I'm forgetting somebody. Was there somebody else I played through with today? Is it all just blurring together? Wait a second.
The King of Iron Fist Tournament.
No, I did start with Mokujin, and then female Mokujin I played a few I just up to the first story interaction. It was the same, so I quit. And beating it with Mokujin unlocked Heihachi, so I played through with him. Then I played through with Eddy Gordo, and that was it. So that was those three playthroughs. An aborted playthrough with female Mokujin because she didn't have her own story, which is too bad. And then I did some what's called arcade battle with Heihachi because I kind of had fun with him in story battle. It's funny, it says play the arcade version of Tekken 5, but is that how Tekken 5 played in the arcade? Was it actually this quest style mode? That can't be right, there's no boss. In 6, arcade battle is just like a storyless, it's basically story battle without the story. You just fight, and then you get to the boss, and you beat the boss, and there's no ending. It just goes right to the credits. At least that's what happened when I did it with Marduk. Yeah. Huh. Play the arcade version of Tekken 5. That's just weird. I don't know what to make of that. Maybe I'll have to see if I can find footage of the arcade battle of Tekken 5 on YouTube, because it doesn't sound right to me. But what do I know? So anyway, I'm all about arcade battle now. That's it. That's it. I'll have to do one more story battle with Devil Chin, but otherwise, arcade battle, baby, and as it's called in 6, Ghost Battle. Good times. Alright, well, I'm all done, so I'm going to leave. Thanks again for watching this. I do play pretty much another fighting game episode every day, so if you like this kind of nonsense, consider subscribing, blah, 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 and yeah, so that's all. Good night.